Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day, not just a good day. I think I kind of lost my voice, so excuse me if you can't really hear me very well. So today's case is actually a very gruesome, horrible case that happened because it's between two sisters, and it just took place recently, which was like last month on the 26th of September of 2022. And this case it leaves me confused as to how some people reason and how things actually happen in this world. Like, honestly, when you're looking at some people, the things that go into their heads or that they think about, you really never know. So like, just be careful out there, to be honest. So we're going to be talking about 21-year-old Fatiha Marzan. So a little backstory about Fatiha. Fatiha grew up in the US, in Orlando, and everyone says that she was actually very normal growing up, and she just finished schooling recently from the university that she graduated from. She didn't really have friends, but she was very big on family, so I guess that didn't really matter. She also had like very strict parents, and so she just resulted into playing online games more frequently than going out, meeting up with friends, obviously. Like, and when you get to that age of 2021, you start wanting to go out late night to meet your friends, because that's when they usually want to go out and whatnot. You know how this teenage growing up thing is. So not only Fatiha was suffering from this strict parenthood, she also had a younger sister, so they were really close and they loved each other so much. So apparently, because Fatiha wasn't really that much of a friend person, and she doesn't really go out or skip classes like her friends and whatnot, she resulted into going to play online games, like virtual games where you actually meet real people. And you guys, you know how stories go about people that meet people online and how it usually ends. Sometimes you can even find out that the person that you've been talking to for years or for a very long time is fake, is not who they say that they are, and you know whatnot. Sometimes you could be thinking you're talking to your age mate, and you're just talking to a creepy 65-year-old man across in another country, just trying to look for a way to destroy your life, basically. So fortunately enough for Fatiha, she did not meet this kind of person. She actually met a guy on the game called Valorant. Yeah, it's called Valorant. She met this guy on the game about 4 or 5 years ago when she started playing the game, and she started developing feelings for the guy, and they began dating after just a year or two of knowing each other. So which makes it like this 2022, they were dating for a period of 5 years. After some time, actually, Fatiha began losing interest in the Valorant game, and she was just not using it as much as she would have, because I think she was trying to get busy, like going into school or trying to find a job or whatnot. She just wasn't playing it as much as she would have, so which resulted in her not communicating with her boyfriend as much as she would usually. So this opened the doorway for Sayma, which is Fatiha's sister, to play the game more often, because they usually use the same game station to play the game. So Sayma started playing this game more frequently, and she was friends with Fatiha on the game, obviously, and so they usually would meet up with the same people and play around people with this in the same neighborhood area and whatnot. And obviously Sayma came across Fatiha's boyfriend, and Sayma began also falling in love with Fatiha's boyfriend. Unfortunately, Sayma would wake up very early in the morning to play the game, and all of a sudden she's developed so much interest in the game, and Fatiha was wondering, why is my sister so much into this game now? She has been playing this game for like a period of 2 years. How come now the interest just developed even more? Because usually it's when you just start the game that you're supposed to be like that, but you've been playing this game for a period of 2 years. So Fatiha was expecting her sister to lose interest in the game just like she did, but Sayma just started becoming even more interested in the game, and Fatiha was wondering, what is making this girl so happy? So Fatiha goes onto the PlayStation and tries to check some communication between her and some other players, and she sees that Sayma has actually been flirting with her boyfriend on the game Valorant. And Fatiha did not take this lightly, because she confronted Sayma, and Sayma at first denied the whole thing, like, no, what are you talking about? I'm your sister, that's your boyfriend. He just helps me to play the game, and he knows more about the game than I do, so we are just talking. And Fatiha at first, she was like, okay, yeah, I'm probably just a jealous sicko, and just lets it go. But a week, 2 weeks goes by, and she notices that Sayma and her boyfriend now start talking in the middle of the night, even when they are not playing the game. They're just on the game, they're not playing anything, and they're just talking about work, or talking about what she's going through, or he's telling her about his day, she's telling him about her day. And so Fatiha grew jealous. Fatiha had another conversation with her sister, telling her sister to stop talking to her boyfriend, but she did not follow suit. And obviously, I'm not trying to say that Sayma was right, because obviously that's your sister's boyfriend. How do you even get attracted to him? But you guys are in the same room, and she can basically see what you guys are doing. You share the same room. Sayma and Fatiha share the same room. So when she's talking to her boyfriend, when she's playing with her boyfriend, when they are playing the game together, Fatiha is right there, and you are literally sharing the same PlayStation. So she's going to be able to see your chats, phone calls, durations, whatever. Like, I don't even understand how some things like this could even happen in real life, to be honest. This is like some TV dish shit right here. This is like some skits happening right here, to be honest. So Fatiha decided to talk to both her boyfriend and her sister about this relationship that they are having, and that she is not happy with it. So Fatiha expected them to stop, but Fatiha's sister did not respect Fatiha's decisions, and Sayma and the Valorant boyfriend just kept on talking, and their bond grew even stronger. This thing where two people know that they are not supposed to be with each other, or they know that, oh, someone doesn't like them being together, how it makes them even stronger. That was basically what was happening. So as Fatiha was complaining, Sayma and the Valorant's boyfriend just became even more fond of each other. And obviously Sayma, thinking that her sister is a normal sane girl and would probably just let it go, or they will just fight a bit and sister fights and whatever, that this would end. But she did not know that her sister was local. Apparently, Fatiha was planning an even more dangerous occasion to happen than to just confront her sister this time. On the 22nd of September, Fatiha had ordered a set of daggers from Amazon, and she got delivered to her house like on the 23rd, a day or two after, and she kept it inside her wardrobe. She was planning to kill her sister on the 25th of September, but because family members were always around, and especially during prayer sessions, because they pray for a very long period of time inside their house, and relatives usually enter the room, sleep on the floor, go out or whatever, Fatiha couldn't really execute the plan that she wanted to. So she just decided she was going to change the time that she was going to use to kill her sister. Instead of killing her sister during the night time, she decided that when everybody is asleep, she was just going to do it. So the 25th of September plan failed. So Fatiha and Sayma went to sleep together on the same bed, because they shared the same room, obviously. And just when they were supposed to wake up for their 5 a.m. prayer, Fatiha set her alarm for 4:20. And this alarm actually also woke Sayma up. So Sayma woke up, checked her own phone, and saw that it wasn't 5 o'clock yet, or 5:30, and she just went back to bed. Her sister Fatiha also pretended that, oh, maybe she just set the alarm at the wrong time, and she just pretended to go back to bed. And not long after, she woke up between the hours of 4 and 5, and she went into the wardrobe where she put the daggers, and she just took one of the daggers out and began stabbing her sister on the bed. Sayma was trying to shout and scream for help, but nobody could hear her, and the fact that people were unconscious asleep at 4:30 a.m. also did not help. So at the end of the day, Fatiha eventually stabbed her sister to death. Right before it was time for prayers for everyone to go downstairs to pray, like with the family, the paramedics showed up and the police showed up at their house, and the parents and everyone, relatives, were all confused. Apparently, Fatiha had called the police to report herself that she had stabbed her sister to death by 4:30 a.m. And apparently Fatiha had contemplated taking her own life after also taking her sister's life, but one of the relatives convinced her not to, and the police arrested Fatiha. They interrogated her and she explained to the police that her sister Sayma was flirting with her boyfriend and wanted to steal her boyfriend away from her. That was why she ordered daggers from Amazon and killed her sister. Honestly, all I can say is sometimes blood is not thicker than water, honestly speaking, and my heart goes out to the Marzan family because this is just so confusing at this point. Because how can you kill your own sister because of a man that you've never even seen in person? If he's doing this with your sister, best believe now you're going to jail, he's going to do it even more. Like, what were you even thinking? Like, what were you thinking? Like, your own sister, for real? You don't even know if the guy that you killed her for is even real. It could even be a woman, for God's sake, that is pretending to be a man. Ah, God, I don't know what some people think sometimes, but you know, God didn't bless everybody with common sense, so I'll just leave this video at that. Thank you guys for listening to the end. I hope you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.